What's up, everyone? I've got 3 pretty big updates and 2 recommendations for you today. The first update is something that I was really excited about. I was on Giant Bomb last week. Last Monday, I got to go hang out with Jeff Grubb over there on Game Mess Mornings. It was super fun. We talked about Nintendo's dual screen patent and some other things. Just news of the day. If you haven't seen Game Mess Mornings, it's one of the best news shows on YouTube. I mean, I know it's primarily also a podcast. It's probably where like a larger audience retention is for them, but it's a very good show, a very cool show. If you need game news, you should watch that. It's fantastic. I think it's definitely a benchmark, like an inspiration to me among a bunch of other YouTubers and stuff, and like, you know, encourages me to work on my own stuff in a different way, in a specific way, production-wise as well as content-wise. I really like what they're doing over there, so you're going to see me emulate some of that stuff for sure. Not one-to-one. I'm obviously going to do my own thing, but really cool to be invited on to be a guest on Game Mess Mornings. I'm hoping to be on again sometime, and it was really fun. So I'm going to leave a URL in the description here. You can go check out that old episode if you want to. I also wanted to say I finally purchased a computer. Well, actually, I did purchase a computer in the middle of October, right? I was waiting for Apple to announce their M3 chipset. They didn't announce it as soon as I thought they would, and so I bought an M2 in like mid-October, anticipating that, you know, if the rumors weren't true and M3 didn't come before the end of the year, then at least I'd have an M2 and I could start working on videos right away. And I know it's been a long time. I keep saying videos are coming, but finally now, with the announcement, I got an M3 Max, MacBook Pro. Unfortunately, those don't ship till the end of November, so it's not going to be until December that I really start jumping on the content grind, you know, if I don't find a full-time job before then. So yeah, very exciting. If you don't know about video editing, there's a format of video called ProRes, which is an incredible format for video in terms of like bit depth and color, and just like the way that it works in NLEs like Premiere Pro. And so yeah, that's definitely why I like to edit on Macs, and I really like using ProRes. It's a huge file format though, like the amount of video or storage you need to work on ProRes is a lot, but I'm not super worried about that. External SSDs that are wicked fast are not that expensive anymore, and just the trade-off in quality you get and performance using ProRes is much better. So that's one of my thoughts going forward, especially as I get into hopefully getting out of this room and making videos elsewhere, right? So really excited to be getting a new computer, but again, not coming till the end of November, beginning of December. That said, at the beginning of December is also the Game Awards, and I'm hoping to make it out that way. I usually don't go to the Game Awards. It's easier to cover the show, or any game show for that matter, from your office or from your place of work, because you can see all the information as it's coming, and then you have your computer, your workspace to type stuff up and then edit things as quickly as possible. You know, I don't have to do that for a job this year, so I think I might actually end up going to the show. I'm definitely going to be in the area around then, hanging out with some other games folks that I've been talking to, and yeah, so that's the third update. I'm hoping to attend the Game Awards in some form. Maybe I'll make some videos, I mean, at least a short or something from my phone to share with y'all. But yeah, and then from there, we're going to hit the ground running, hopefully get my workstation set up, my workflow set up, some new upgrades to kind of the equipment here with the new computer, and then, you know, getting a pipeline for kind of streaming / video making. And yeah, from there, it's kind of off to the races, hopefully. Anyways, that's it for my updates. I do have 2 recommendations today. A new People Make Games video dropped, and if you haven't seen it yet, you should go and watch it. It's about the conflict between Israel and Palestine right now. Harrowing stuff. I know, like, usually this type of space and games spaces where you go for games content, we don't talk about real world stuff a lot. I think I'm split on that, right? I don't want real world conflicts and stuff to constantly, or politics or whatever, to inundate these spaces we've created for entertainment and for distraction and for, you know, something that we love like video games. But at the same time, there's an importance and a weight to real world events, I think, that just can't be ignored, like genocide. So definitely go watch that People Makes Games video. It's got some more on it from Giant Bomb and GameSpot, as well as Rami Ismail, who is a well-known indie game developer who's spoken about the conflict before, as well as to more People Make Games put a lot of things into context. They kind of gave them the platform, as well as a Palestinian game developer in the piece, where they kind of talk about the events that are happening. They provide context for the events that are happening, and just, you know, calling things out and calling them as they are. And I think that's important. And if you're someone who's like me, who has you know, a difficult relationship with kind of real world events and how those mingle with these spaces, again, like I said, in gaming, I think it's a good video for that. It's a good kind of platform for that, and the way that they talk about it and the way that it's affecting people is really important. I think it's an important video to watch. So if you've been confused about the conflict, there's just, you know, constant screaming on the internet about things like this, I think that is a good place to get filled in about context that you might not understand. If you were looking for something a lot more lighthearted, a new Game Informer kind of mini doc dropped today about the creation of the indie game Humanity, which is really, really cool. It's got a mix of English and Japanese in there with subtitles. So, you know, it's a little bit more effort to watch something like that than your kind of usual YouTube video or documentary that you might put on the background. But go show that video team some love. Alex and the crew over there are doing some really incredible things. So definitely support projects like that with your views, with comments, with likes, because honestly, guys, looking at the state of the industry right now, it's looking grim out there. So any projects like this, anything you think is unique or cool that people are doing in the video game space, even if it's a major platform like Game Informer, trust me, it's not as big as you think it is. And it's you know, imagining that Game Informer is going to be around for another 5-10 years, I think personally is a gambit. There's no certainty in that, right? And right now there's kind of a skeleton crew of video people over there making very cool videos. So definitely support them while they're still able to do the work that they want to do and that they're passionate about, in addition to all the other video work that they're doing on the regular day-to-day reviews and things like that. So yeah, those are my 2 recommendations. That's my update video for today. Thank you everyone for all your support still and for continuing to watch. I appreciate you all immensely. So yeah, let's get it in December. In the meantime, I'll try and throw in another update or 2 like this one up until that point. I know we still got a couple of weeks away before the Game Awards, but it should be fun, and making videos should be fun. So hopefully we're gonna get there sooner rather than later. When I ordered that M2, it did come earlier than it said it was gonna come, or it arrives, and I had to return it before I could purchase an M3. You know, just, you don't want to max out the credit card situation, especially in my situation. So I'm really hoping that the new computer comes, like, I think November 20th, I think is the earliest they might have said. So, you know, it hasn't gotten charged yet, so I know it hasn't shipped, but soon, very soon. All right, thanks again for watching. Catch you on the next one.